Hi, welcome back or welcome if it's your first time here. So today we're going to be trying out a bunch of new makeup from my most recent haul, and we're also going to be doing kind of like a Valentine's Day inspired look. So yeah, we're just going to get on with it. If you like it, give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing if you haven't already, and let's go. So I'm going to start off actually by putting some dry shampoo in my hair because it's looking a little bit questionable. So I have this one from Wilko. This is the dry shampoo fragranced. It is meant to quickly refresh and clean your hair. It just says shake the can well before use, hold it upright approximately 20 centimeters away from the hair, spray lightly towards the roots, give it an even coverage. Okay. See, my issue with dry shampoo and why I never use it is that I feel like I have to use so much for it to actually do anything to my hair. And normally it just makes my hair look like greasy, like greasier than it looked. But we're gonna see. It smells kind of like fruity, I guess, but not really too much. It's doing an okay job. I'm gonna like really massage it in there. But for now my hair's gonna stay like that. I know that it's not blended in properly. But I'm just gonna let it sit for a minute whilst I do my makeup. Okay, now we're gonna move on and do a little bit of skincare. So to start off, I have this from Primark. This is the liquid lip scrub. It's got shea butter and coconut oil in it. It looks like this. So you twist this up and hopefully you can see the product comes out of the tip of it. So I'm gonna, oh, it literally doesn't feel like there's any scrubbies in here at all. It's like a normal lip scrub. But I am just gonna take a makeup light and go at it. I don't think it actually exfoliates. I feel like it is just like a lip balm. Anyway, next, it came in the same kit. I have this. So this is again from Primark. This is their lip hydration drops. It has aloe vera, vitamin E and hyaluronic acid in it. And it just comes in like a dropper format. So let's like drop a little. It smells kind of like watermelon. And then let's blend this in. It feels like nothing on my lips. It feels like water. It's like a serum, but like a very light serum. Oh, it doesn't taste very good. Oh, it tastes kind of chemically. And it kind of stings a little up here. Now I'm going to do on my actual skin. So we have like a boatload of serums that I'm going to show you. So starting things off, I have this. So this is the Skin Techniques Vitamin C Eye Serum. It's brightening with vitamin C. It's meant to hydrate and revitalize. So I have been using this for about a week. I'm only taking like 2 drops of that actual dropper there. And I have noticed a few things. So what I've noticed mainly is that I've had like a kind of like spot looking thing emerge in the inner part of my eye. And I tried popping it and stuff, which it didn't go well. It didn't pop and it just really hurt and caused like scabs and irritation. But essentially from research, it's milia, which from my understanding is like a build-up of moisture. So I think I was using too much of this too often and it all just sort of like collected in there and then I got some milia from it. So I was using before like a whole dropper, but now I only use 1 to 2 drops of it. And yeah, that seems to be doing a little bit better. By the way, my lips now, it feels like it's like completely dried on there, but like I can feel, it feels like I've put a liquid on and the liquid has dried on my lips and it's sticky. Like it's not a pleasant feeling. Anyway, now I'm going to use this. So this is actually the bottle. I talked about this serum in my haul, but I didn't have the bottle. It was in my bathroom. I finally grabbed it. This is from Primark. This is the Niacinamide Booster Serum. It has 10% niacinamide and 1% zinc. It's meant to be complexion calming and it's meant to have hyaluronic acid and provitamin B5. So yeah. So again, it has a dropper. I just take about that much, rub it together. Oh, I feel exhausted. Cam and I took the dogs on like a 3-hour walk this morning, and I just feel completely drained. Like, I literally came in and had a nap. Like, I was so exhausted. So that serum's on. I feel like it does make my skin look like a little bit more glowy, but the main thing I notice is I feel like when I put it on, it kind of like helps with the pores on my nose. I don't know if I'm like the only one that notices that, and maybe like I'm going crazy and I'm like imagining stuff, but I swear to God, it helps with my nose pores. So yeah. And then the last serum is this one. So this is Creighton's. This is from, I think, B&M. Yeah? One sec. So what was I saying? This serum. So this is the Creighton's salicylic acid. It's a 2% salicylic acid. And this is from, I believe, either B&M or Home Bargains, which so is that Skin Techniques one. And this one has like a real chemical smell, like it's pretty strong. But I mean, to be honest, since I've been using all of these serums and stuff, I have been noticing that my skin has been looking really good. I'm not sure which serum it is. I believe it is probably the salicylic acid one, just because I've been using it a bit longer than the niacinamide one, and I have noticed a difference. But anyway, that is the skin bits done. Although I do want to hydrate my lips with, I'm just going to use my Carmex. And also quickly, I'm just going to use this. I know that this is an overnight brow mask, but I'm just going to pop it on quickly. This is from Essence. It's meant to be condition and regenerating with aloe vera, and it has like a little brush tip, which I find quite fascinating. So I'm just gonna like put this on. Okay, and we are gonna do eyes first. So I'm gonna prime my eyeballs, and for that I'm going to use this. So this is the Essence Skin Loving Sensitive Concealer. I have mine in 05 Fair. It's meant to have a buildable coverage, medium to high, no fragrance, alcohol, silicones, parabens, or mineral oil. It's meant to be a caring texture. I don't know what that means. And it's non-comedogenic, which I believe means it doesn't give you spots. I have had this concealer in the past and I loved it. I think I got it when it like first came out, and I really enjoyed it, but my preferences have changed since then. So I'll be interested to see if I still like it. But it seems to have like pretty nice coverage to it. Looks like a pretty nice like natural finish. Feels very like light and serumy. I guess I kind of get what they mean when they say care and texture. Like it feels really nice. Like it's not super thick. It just feels, like I mentioned, like really light and serumy. Okay, so for eyeshadow, I have this palette. So this is from Poundland. This is their nude eyeshadow palette. It's from their Valentine's Day collection, which is why I thought it would be super good to use today. And I also have these gemstones that I picked up from Wilko, so we're going to use those. So we're going to go sort of for like a more dramatic Valentine's Day look, like a avant-garde, I don't know. Okay, so from this color scheme, like you can see that everything is pretty much a bit like pink leaning. There's like this one cool toned purple over here, which kind of seems a little bit out of place, but I love the fact that it matches my nails. Like, love that. I'm gonna actually start, I think, with this deepest pink over here. It does not have a shade name, none of them do. And I'm going to take it on this brush, which I've mentioned before. I really love this brush. It's like a flat brush, but it's fluffy. So it's perfect for like the edges of things and wings. And I am going to take that deep shade, like I had mentioned. Super pigmented, holy cow. And really not a lot of kickback. Like there's a tiny amount, but not a lot. And I am going to try and make sure that you can see this. And, ooh. Wow, that's actually a really nice pigment payoff. What the? Okay. Look at that diffusing out nicely. Interesting. So I'm going to pat that sort of out here. just to like really roughly blend it and get that shape that I want. I think I'm going to try and do like a winged out kind of thing, if you couldn't tell. I put on my kind of Valentine's Day top as well. It's not really Valentine's Day. Cameron said it more looked like a day at the beach. But this is actually a new t-shirt I picked up from Asda. And it had red on it, and it's like the only thing in my wardrobe that has red on it. So I was like, yep, wearing. So don't say I didn't try. I tried. Like this palette, I don't know if I mentioned it, was £4 from, again, the Poundland Valentine's Day collection that they're doing. Which, holy shit, Poundland. Are you alright, guinea pig? Then I'm going to blend out with this shade right here, which is kind of like a medium toned, like dusty rose pink kind of colour. And I'm just taking it on this like very small floofy brush. Okay. Does it not just look like exactly the same colour? Is that just me? Okay, then I'm wiping off that brush, but I am using the same brush. And then I'm going to take this sort of like light peach up here. It's like a little bit lighter than this one, but not too much lighter. And then we're going to blend that here. Ooh, orange. The pigment on these is really nice. And they are blending out pretty well, to be honest. I'm going back into my sort of like dusty rose. One that right there. To kind of blend the two. Okay, then I'm taking a pretty... I'm sat on my cardigan, so I can't move around. Taking a pretty floofy brush, and I'm gonna go into this one right here. So this kind of like matches my nails. It's kind of like a light peachish nude shade. And I'm gonna use that. Ooh, pigmented. I'm gonna use that to sort of like buff and blend out the edges. I'm using a fluffy, bigger, fluffier brush so that it's like more diffused. All of those shades are blending together like real nice. Like they're just sort of like melting. But like in a good way. Like not in a bad way. I feel like I made it sound like it was in a bad way. I'm just grabbing my angled brush and I think using this shade, the darkest shade, I'm going to get it on my brush and then I'm going to spray my brush. Oh, that's very crumbly. Let me show you. That is like hella soft pressed. Like I literally didn't dip into it very hard. But I'm just going to get it on my brush. I'm going to spray it. And I'm going to try and do a liner with it. Oh, I feel like that was a good choice. I think I'm actually going to make this wing kind of big. Because I'm going to put like lashes and that on and I want you to still be able to like see it. This shimmer is like super, super foiled, but it's also pretty texturizing. Like, I don't really like it when you use colours like this and it makes your eyelids look really wrinkly. But it is super reflective. I'm honestly like hella surprised with that. Like, look how pretty that is. Okay, so now I'm going to try mascara. I'm not going to curl my lashes today. Maybe I'll curl one of them. This is the Essence Maximum Definition Waterproof Volume Mascara. It is meant to have a flexible brush, which looks like this. And is definitely flexible. So, let's try this out. Typically, people love Essence mascaras. I don't have the best history with them, but we'll see. Okay, very, very, very first impression. I do like it. I feel like it's separating my lashes nicely. However, I feel like when I apply it, they look really good. And then I feel like it drops a little. Like it makes it a little bit heavy. The formula is not too wet, not too dry. It's actually a pretty nice formula. Okay, so this says it's for ultimate volume and perfect definition. I would say that it has separated pretty nicely. They're a little bit volumed, not too crazy. It says no clumps, which they definitely are clumping together a little bit. And it also says it's waterproof, so I'll definitely test that. But anyway, whilst I wait for my mascara to dry so I can put my lashes, we're gonna prime the skin. So for that, I have this. So this is the Essence Fresh and Fit Vitamin Bomb Face Serum. It has B5 and niacinamide in it. It's meant to be hydrating and smoothing. So this vitamin bomb serum with a vitamin complex of vitamin B5, E and niacinamide illuminates the skin while minimizing the appearance of pores for a healthy looking complexion. So that sounds pretty much like what everyone wants. It doesn't say to shake or anything, but because it's so liquidy, I will. But I'm assuming this is supposed to go with their Fresh and Fit foundation, which is like one of my favorites at the moment. But I'm actually not going to be using that one today, shocker. But anyway, this is what it looks like. So it's kind of like a milky peach colour. Oh, it feels nice. It feels very hydrating. What is that smell? It smells like something. I have no idea what. It feels super hydrating and nourishing, but like I can feel it starting to get tacky, which is going to be good for makeup application. Let me see up close about these pores. I can't really see that it has particularly minimized any of my pores from what I can see. But it feels nice. It feels really nice on the skin. But then I suppose I'll do the concealer first. Yeah, so we can actually see the coverage. So again, this is the Essence Skin Loving Sensitive Concealer. And because I know this doesn't travel very far, I'm just going to put on a bit more than I probably would normally. Oh, I should have done it to just one side, shouldn't I? Stupid me. I'm very sorry. But I'm going to blend this in. I'm not going to like let it sit or anything. I know people do that, but that's not really my jam. It's definitely like a nice medium coverage. And it has like a natural sort of like semi-radiant finish. I feel like it's really nice. I'm going to hop in with the rest of my face products. So I'm going to do foundation, cream, bronzer and blush if I'm doing it, and some setting powder. And then I'll come back and we can apply the lashes and everything else. I just thought it would be quicker to do it this way. I'm going to be using today the Technic Luminous Glow Demi Matte Foundation just because I really like the coverage of it. And because I want this to be quite a glam look, I want it to have nice coverage. So yeah, I'll speed this up and let's get into it. Okay, so I am back. I did my, what did I even do? My foundation, cream contour and cream blush, which you would have seen. Now we actually have a highlight product to try. So I'm a bit nervous about this. So this is from Essence. This is their Glow Go instant highlighter, a dewy finish in seconds, and mine is in Fairy Lights. So I'm not really sure the best way to like go about this. I think I'm gonna take a little bit on my hand. And I think I'm gonna just like take my finger. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, my foundation that was already pretty glowy, but I think I may have added like a little bit. Okay, yeah, no, I can see that. It's like very like light and natural, it seems. I don't think there's any shimmer in it. Not from what I can tell, it doesn't look like there's any shimmer in it. It just looks like it's like a glowy kind of like gloss thing. Okay, anyway, now I'm gonna set my face. Let's see how this goes. Yeah, that looks so pretty. Like, it's not texturizing at all. It's not adding sort of like anything to my skin other than like a really natural glow. That looks so pretty. Okay, so far I like that highlighter. I also like the primer so far. Everything's gone on top of it beautifully. To be honest, my pores actually do look a little bit smooth. Like, typically on a day-to-day basis I use my e.l.f. blemish pore priming, what the fuck is it called? On a typical day, I use my blemish fighting pore putty primer from Elf, and my pores typically look like this, so I do feel like it smoothed them out a bit. But I feel like that primer is also just giving my skin like a really beautiful radiance. Okay, so I suppose I'm quickly gonna do my brows, add some freckles, add my contour and bronzer, and then I'll put on my lashes, and I'll come back to you to finish off with the blush, the cheeks, and the blush, the lips, and the hair. So BRB, I'm gonna listen to more music. So this is the Essence blush in the shade Bespoke. It's meant to have a silky smooth powder that awakens your complexion. It's also buildable, texture that lasts all day. So this is kind of like a bronzy shade. I mentioned this in my haul, but the reason I got this is because I've seen Juicy Jazz use it before, and it always looks beautiful on her, but she has a very different skin tone to me. Ooh, I see it. Okay, yeah, it does kind of just look like bronzer on me, but kind of like a gold sheened bronzer. So I don't actually think that this tone really suits me. So I think I'll go over the top of it with a more sort of like pinky toned blush, just to like match the look that we're doing. Okay, I am finally back. This is what I've got. I've had an absolute nightmare. So I tried applying lashes, but my eyes were just not having it. Like, they've both been watering like crazy, so they're not accepting anything in the waterlines or in this bit here. I tried doing a little bit of black liner in this inner corner, and it is just transferred up there. That was the NYX Epic Ink Wear liner. It just completely transferred. I've just had an absolute nightmare. But anyway, I wanted to actually play with this. I completely forgot I had this. This is that like airbrush thing from Essence. So I'm just going to apply a little bit more concealer, like right here. Oh, apparently on my nose as well. Just to try and cover it up. But holy crap, both of my eyes are like so sore from like trying to fiddle around with it. Like right in this eye, can you see? Just where it is not accepting any product. It's so annoying. So I'm taking that same powder I had earlier, the PS blurred out powder. And I'm grabbing some on here, but again, I'm going to like stamp it into my palm because I don't trust it. Okay. I'm so scared. I never use stuff like this. It's well soft though. I mean, I feel like that mattified everything down really nicely. This is so soft, it feels like I'm not even putting any like pressure on my face. And that actually does kind of give like an airbrushed look to the skin. Like, let me show you on my forehead. So, you see my forehead? Look at that. Yeah, like it presses the powder in. And it disperses it in such a way that it does kind of like make it look like airbrushed. And like, I'm guessing you can like maneuver this to however you want. I actually like this way more than I thought I would. So yeah, I think I'm gonna use that more often to put my powder on, because that actually looks really good. I think I'm also gonna use it quickly to apply some more of that highlighter, because it does say that you can use it with creams. Oh my goodness, look at that. Look at that. That's from where my eye's been fucking watering. What do I do? Okay. I've got my highlighter again. Because I'm just basically completely over this makeup look now. Because everything's just gone wrong. I'm just going to dab it on my skin. But I know my this. Oh. Okay, apparently not. Oh no. One sec, Poppy, I'm coming. My little baby. So I have a bunch of different options to try, but I'm going to start with the least likely one I am to keep on, and then we'll put on the others. So I have this. This is from Technic. This is the Juicy Stick. It's a lipstick. Mine is in Hot Coral. So it looks like this. And as you can see, it's like a pretty bright orange. I doubt that I'm going to use that with this look because the whole theme is kind of like pinks, purples, reds, you know. But I am intrigued about this, so. Oh, that feels dry. It feels pretty like draggy across the lips. Oh my goodness, that is such a shoddy application. I mean, that application doesn't matter too much because I am obviously gonna take it off, but it was definitely difficult to apply because this is just so big and also so hard and waxy. Apparently now on the floor. But this is the colour. It's a really pretty colour, especially for like the summertime. I do feel like it makes my teeth look a bit yellow though. But yeah, it's a pretty colour. Okay, so now I am going to go in with this. This is the Primark PS lip liner in Foxy Nude. Yep. Okay, so that is the outline, which I think goes pretty well with the eyes because it's kind of like peach toned, but it's still like soft and subtle and it's not too much. I have this new lipstick from Primark. This is their matte lipstick in Naked. So it looks like this. So this is pretty light as well. Honestly, it's only a little bit lighter than the lip liner. Again, this feels very waxy, very like, kind of like dry. Very dry. Oh god, look at that. Oh dear. That doesn't actually look too bad when I went back in and blended with the lip liner. But definitely not my favourite. But we do have glosses as well. So I'm going to wipe this off again. The first gloss we're going in with is this one. So this is from the Poundland Valentine's Day set. It just says Lip Gloss Rose Nude on it. Oh, holy pigment, hello. Oh, wow. Oh my god, that's so pretty. Like, I don't think it has any shimmer in it. I think it's just like a nice glossy colour. It's such a pretty colour. It feels pretty nice. Like, it's kind of thick but not too thick. So it's like kind of like thick thin. I don't really know how to describe it. But it's not sticky at all. It's clunging up a little bit. But that's probably because it's like super pigmented. It feels pretty nourishing, honestly. Like, that is so pretty. Ooh. And then the final one is this one. Again, this is from the Poundland Valentine's Day. And this one just says nude on it. This one definitely looks like it has some like shimmer in it. And when I swatched it, it looked like it didn't have as much pigment. Holy cow. Okay, this is super pretty too, but in like a completely different way. This is like high shine reflective. It definitely has like little sparklies in it. So I guess it has like a nude base, and then it has sort of like some gold and pink shimmers in it. This mascara, I swear to God, is flaking everywhere. Is it not meant to be waterproof? I like this. This feels like a little bit thicker than the other one, but I feel like this is a really good set. I feel like they thought of everything. Like, you have the more pigmented one that is just like a glossy dew, like it doesn't have any shimmer in it, and then you have like the highly reflective glossy one that is just extremely glossy but has sort of like little to no colour in it. I'm actually really impressed with this set because you don't get that very often, and like it feels super nice. It still feels really nourishing. It's just a little bit thicker, still not sticky. I'm gonna add a little bit of this darker one, just like Ooh, oh my god, that's so pretty. I like that. So now I need to get on with the hair. So I think I'm just going to speed through it so I can listen to music. I'll show you everything I do, all of the products that I use, and then I'll review them at the end because I have 2 new hair products that I want to like test and review for you. Okay, holy shit, that took so much longer than I thought it would. I also broke my little bowl thing that I have from Lanzarote that I kept all of my little hair ties in, so I'm super upset about that. But essentially, this is my finished Valentine's Day look. I was about to say Halloween look, I don't know why. My finished Valentine's Day makeup look, and also testing a whole bunch of new makeup. So yeah, this is my finished look. Skincare, makeup, hair, everything included. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. And thank you for hanging out with me. If you made it to the end of the video, put a purple heart in the comments to let me know. And let me know what you think of this makeup look, because it took me forever. And yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.